Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more multi-vet content. Today in this video, I want to talk to you guys about some of the quality of life changes that we would like to see in the game in the near future. But before going further into the video, I would like to thank you guys so very much for showing your support, and your response was amazing on the post that I did almost 5 days ago for these changes. And I've decided to break that video in two parts. So this video is going to be the quality of life changes. Second video is going to be uploaded in a few days, maybe very soon as possible, because the videos it's actually not possible to make a single video because it would be probably 30 minutes long, which I really don't want. So first of all, for the quality of life change, we would like to see, we all know what we want more crystals. Come on guys, 25 crystals is just not enough. It should be increased up to 40 or maybe 50 if possible. Or if they are not gonna increase the daily crystals, at least increase the 30 crystals to actually 60 crystals or 70 crystals. The daily crystal up to 40 or 50 will give us more than the weekly. I know that. The fact is that we do, and I do realize that, don't get me wrong, but I do realize that we get these events from time to time, right? We get these 8-week check-ins, we get the monthly check-in, we get the 7-day check-in here and there. But they have done really good work in terms of the crystal acquisition for us. But the main problem is that whenever they do something like this, like we get extra crystals, there are more and more uniforms dropping per update. This update is a fantastic example of that. Now this update has Blackbird uniform, Medusa uniform, we are getting Kamala Khan uniform in a day or two. We are going to be getting Iceman uniform, so that that itself makes it 4 uniforms of this update, which is crazy. And don't just it's not something to hide. We have some uniform that even actually cost 1500 crystals. So yeah, and the base price for these uniforms is mostly 1050. The Kamala Khan uniform is 750, but still the crystal cost of the update is getting bigger and bigger. And when we get a Danger Room exclusive character, it's even more, because when we get a Danger Room exclusive character, we still get 2 to 3 uniforms and the uniform and the Danger Room Extreme Pack as well. The Danger Room Extreme Pack does not have any kind of discount, to be honest, so it is gonna cost you 4500 crystals. Then you get something back, if I'm not wrong. So you do get something back from them, but still the crystal cost of each update is not going down. So we definitely need more and more crystals. There are two ways that they can do: either increase the daily crystal count that we get here, or along with the logins chest that we get for the 8 weeks, that we get 300 crystals per 2 weeks, the monthly check-ins. Do you guys even remember the last time when this list was changed for the 28 days, the monthly check-in? Never. I don't even remember the time when they were changed. I don't even remember if it was ever changed. So we got 300 crystals, which is just not enough for 28 days. So definitely we need more. Now, secondly, going on to cards, comic cards, guys, comic cards. What are we fooling? We are not fooling anyone. Devs are not fooling us. We are not fooling the devs. Cards are one of the most frustrated things in the game. It takes, I have seen players saying and admitting that they have been rolling a single card for 4 years and they have not gotten the stats that they wanted, and they cannot make any use of the card, which is pathetic, which is totally ridiculous, because this game is 5 years old. You are rolling a card for 4 years. You're playing the game for every single day for 4 years, and you are still not able to get a single card, that particular single card, to usable for you, which is crazy. Now the solution and the problem is definitely the stats. We get the stats, the quality sucks. We get the quality, the stats sucks. Yeah, this happens. So the really good solution, there are 2 solutions to this. First is PT system, like the CTP. So we can have, like, after 15 rolls or maybe after 20 rolls, we will have 20 rolls PT timer. After 20 rolling, like if I roll this card, if I'm rolling this card 20 times, if I don't get a good stat that I want for 20 times, after or on the 21st time, it is guaranteed to give me at least 3 stats. At least 3. I'm not saying like 4, because 4 will be too much, to be honest. Like it will definitely be perfect. At least give us 3 guaranteed stats that we can actually choose from. And then second will be, if not the PG timer, logged stats. And the logged stats mean if I can roll a stat, right? If I roll this card, if I get ignore defense on this stats and the 3 stats are just useless for me, I can use a certain amount of crystals. Obviously it's definitely not going to be cheap. We can use a certain amount of crystals to lock at least the first stat. So after locking the first stat, whenever I roll the card, the first stat will also be the same as the orange stats, and then only the last 3 stats will change. And as we move forward, like if I get ignore defense, I got ignore energy attack on this one, so first and third I can lock the third one again. Now the first and third are locked, so I can keep rerolling the card to get my second and fourth slot as I want. After I get the stats, it's actually going to be really interesting. After I get the stats, after spending crystals, then I can lock all of the stats and keep re-rolling the card for a better quality, which will be fantastic for any player in the game, which will be really great. So I hope they do something like that, because crystal cost is not something, because I would love to spend maybe 50 to 100 crystals per stat. I would love to do that. Even though it sounds actually really expensive for like 400 to 500 crystals, but it's actually better than rolling a card for 2 years. Trust me. Now, moving on to the third thing that we would like to see, I have seen and I have mixed thought about this: second custom gear slots. We know we all want that, and we want to use that, like especially for some character like Thanos and something, but it has its own cons and pros. The good thing about this is that you can easily use a character in multiple game modes from PvP to PvE as you want, without investing or without actually spending the 600 crystals for unequipping. And even on the 50% discount, 300 crystals is a lot. It is definitely a lot, but it's gonna help you that way. It has actually its worst side, the black side. The worst part of this is, if I have a character which I use an ABX with a CTP of Rage, if I put a CTP of Regeneration on it, I know I will be able to use that character in PvP. But the fact is that the stats and the build that we do for a particular stats, like if I go to some of my characters, let me just go for my Thanos. So if my Thanos has a CTP of Rage, I have my Thanos built up for a CTP of Rage, right? If I go for a CTP of Regeneration, that stats are gonna go down, and it's only gonna help the characters who are good in ABX as well as PvP game modes, like top tier PvP game modes like maybe AC, top rankings, or AT for guys. Because Thanos could be the option, because he was and he still is ABX meta. You can use Thanos, but we have replacement as Cosmic Ghost Strider. But Thanos could be used, and it could be save you a lot of crystals because of the swap that people used to do for Alliance Tournament. Definitely people used to do that. That will save you a lot. But apart from characters like Thanos, who else do you really need 2 CTP slots for? And who else you can use 2 CTP slots on and still be relevant in both the game modes? You will still be able to build the character for one particular game mode. If you take the same build character with a different CTP in a completely different game mode, you will lose. You will not see the use of the character. It could be a little bit better, but to be honest, I would definitely not like to put 2 CTPs on a character which is not even OP in the game. So it's only gonna help the OP characters. Definitely it could be really good for testing out the character without spending too much crystals, but it is also gonna help just the OP characters like Thanos or some others, because it's not gonna help out any others. Because if I go my Sharon Rogers is good, is great with the CTP of Energy. Why would I even wanna put a CTP of Rage or anything on her? And if I put a CTP of Rage or anything on her, it's not gonna do anything for her. Maybe I can just put a CTP of Destruction for AC, but do you really wanna put 2 CTPs for one AC fight? I don't think so. It's good. I'm not saying it's a worst idea, but it also has its pros and cons as well. Now, the third thing that I would like to say is the private chest, the in-game private chest for the friends. So we can chat to anyone. We can just have like we have the search button here for Thiep. So if Thiep is my friend in the game, so they can add add a private chat button by which I can send a private message to Thiep about something, which whatever I want to say, or if we can have a chat. A lot of games, like most of the games, have that. Even the biggest game have that, and I think they should be doing that. Or they can just increase the friends count if they can from 50 to something else. But I don't think that's important. The next thing is actually the Shadowland. We know it's a fun game mode, but it gets boring. I have not played from. I think I even forgot to play Shadowlands because I just did not want to clear that. I don't know why. So Shadowland clear tickets. Shadowland clear tickets has been so many wanted. It's so much wanted thing in the game, and whatever floor we get, and it is gonna be depending on the consecutive floor. So if I get the same floor back to back one after another week, I should be able to use clear ticket, or maybe we can say Shadowland ticket. They can introduce a new ticket by which we can use it to skip that floor. Now, in terms of the clear ticket changes, I would say definitely it should be using for critical. Clear ticket could be used maybe 3 clear tickets or 4 clear tickets per stage, which is okay for the players who really want to save. They can still play Shadowlands. You are still playing Shadowlands, so it should be good, and it will actually save a lot of time. Although if the floor is not the same for the stage, you will not be able to clear it, which is fantastically okay, which is completely okay. Which is actually, if they add the clear ticket button to the Shadowland, it will save tons of time, and which will actually make Shadowland more of a fun game mode, because even players, after using a clear ticket for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they will still thrive to use their characters on manual after that. It happens when you don't play a game mode for a long time. So the next part is actually the more tier 3 materials. Just suppose we are getting multiple tier 3s, mid-month patches, awakened characters in a single update. I know we don't really need to get everything, but what about the Alliance Conquest players? AC players suffer the most from this phenomenon, because I myself can skip every single thing and just build what I want as an OP character, or just save my materials. But for the players who play AC on a regular basis, or like building every single character, even if they don't spend on the game, or even if they spend very less on the game, it is a really big burden. It is a really big stoppage for the AC players, because they suffer. Especially the CCF, you cannot tier 3 every single character. The Titan Components pack, the Essence of Dimension, the CCF, the materials, the gold, the black antimatter, the Chaos non-stones. And don't forget, even if you don't get a character to tier 3 or awakened, there are some characters who are great at level 70. Level 60 to 70 demands black antimatter, Chaos non-stones, TCP, actually Essence of Dimension, gold, crazy amount of gold. So that should be improved, and that is actually definitely long overdue. They can add maybe a pity timer kind of like that, or maybe a weekly reward for World Boss Ultimate, or what the hell is that? Or they can just add, maybe if we complete 5 stages of the World Boss, 5 entries per day, we will get extra reward, which could be either CCF or TCP or the Titan Components pack. Maybe definitely go for the Essence of Dimension, just take it out, but Titan Components pack will be really helpful, and it should help all the player builds, not just AC players. It will benefit the AC players more because they build more, but it will benefit every single player in the game as well. Second thing, the next thing, trading system. Trading trades should be there in the game. We have 50 friends. What do we really have the friends for? To send the what is that? Send the assembly points and maybe do some GBR. That's all friends are for? Really? There should be a trading system in the game by which we will be able to trade certain items, maybe all the items, and especially CTPs and cards as well. And in my opinion, you can set the card and CTP trade cost as in a crystal cost. In my opinion, and I don't think there will be even a single player which will hesitate to do that, because in my opinion, even a low spending player or free to play player would definitely love to spend maybe 2,000 to 3,000 crystals for a premium card, which can be super useful. I mean, because really, even if I was not a star agent, even if I did not have the crystals, I would love to spend 3000 crystal to get this card. People spend uh, tens of thousands and they don't even get to see this card in the game. They don't get to see the baby Spidey card. They don't get to see the monster card, and they can also set the card list as a reward. And the reward, not exactly the reward, as a trade. So the premium cards will cost around 2 to 3000 crystals, and the normal card will cost around 1 to 2000 crystals, which will be super helpful for completing the card collection. This is a really important part. People forget about the card collection, because if I go for the Monster Unleashed, it gives you 5% all attack, which is valuable, amazingly valuable for PvP and PvE players, both of them. I have two of them. If I want the Elsa card, the only way I can get it is to gamble, and not everyone has the crystals to gamble. Even I don't want to gamble for them. So if you can actually give me a card for 2000 crystals, which is actually a monster card, even at 4-star, I would love to get it. I would love to get it, because people spend years and they don't even get to see those cards, which will be really amazing. And it could actually have a monthly reset, because you can only trade one CTP and a card once, or maybe you can do maybe one CTP or a card per month, which will be really good. And then we have a few things that I want to talk about, a little bit thing before wrapping up this video: the future pass rewards. So the future pass reward, we know it gives really good rewards, and we get the premium character bios here and there, because this one was actually thin. I'm not sad about that. But the stage 50 or the level 50 reward is actually a 6-star rank up tickets. I don't really need a 6-star rank up ticket, and no one really needs a 6-star rank up ticket. We need more 5-star tickets. We need 2 or 3-star tickets. We need them because we have a lot of them. We don't have the lower rank tickets. So all they can do is that change the future pass reward as a monthly level 50 reward, and when we reach the level 50 of the future pass, this reward will be a selectable reward, which can give us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rank up tickets, or rare, heroic, legendary, or mythic uniform upgrade ticket, the normal ones. We can choose one reward from that. Maybe just one, we can just choose one of them. So we can get a monthly ticket, whatever we want, uniform or that, which will be really amazing. So let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about my changes. These were my suggestions, and thank you so much. And not exactly, sorry about that. These were our suggestions, not just my suggestions. Thank you so much for the support, guys, that you have been giving me. I posted a post on the channel as well. You can just go and see it for the next video following this, which is gonna be game mode or reward changes that we would like to see in the game. Let me know if you have any more suggestions, that if I actually missed anything from this video, let me know in the comment box. And as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. See ya. I'll see you in the next video.